Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash, and it's Serie A. It's week 22, and we are absolutely smashing it. Sorry for a little bit of a delay, but obviously we do have royalty on the show. We do have to get the national anthem ready for him. So listen, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell. Ring the bell means that I can notify you, and you'll never miss any content again, even though the Serie A show is always at 08:30 on a Thursday Eastern time. So I don't think there's any excuses for anyone to not be here at the start of the time allocated, I would say. Also, you press a link in the description. It will take you over to the articles wrote by either Tan or Alex or Martin. But every single sport we cover on SBR is also accompanied by an article that they have parlays, and they also go in depth on their selections. First of all, let's go in the chat. That's not me saying let's go. His name is Let's Go. He's thrown it straight in. Bologna to win. Freddie, get them sausage fingers sorted out. I don't want to be seeing things flicking up from your private little collection, all right? It's early in the morning here. I do not want to be seeing something that's going to blind me for the rest of the day. Everyone in the chat, you're more than welcome.
Imagine if he would have clicked on the wrong button. Imagine what pages he could have opened.
By the way, if you have just joined us and it is your first time, you have just subscribed, get yourself in the chat because you are amongst royalty. You heard him there. Lord or King Tan. Tan, how are you? And how was your week in Serie A?
Buongiorno tutti.
Tell me, are you hinting that I did particularly good?
No. I just want to know why you're late again.
No, because I have a squirrel memory, so it lasts 12 hours. Over the 12 hours. I don't remember. I will tell you if you give me exactly 2 minutes. No, it's less. 2 seconds, actually. If you give me 2 seconds, I will tell you exactly how it was my week in Serie A. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Unbelievable.
Most of all, hello, Genoa, Napoli. We went close
Genoa
to the
are absolutely flying.
Exactly.
Genoa are absolutely flying.
This time I fought the law, and the law didn't won. Not in the clash style, because bookmakers this time around were going all in favor, strangely, weirdly, in favor of Napoli. And I stressed that point. The other times they were right. Verona, Udinese, Spezia, Udinese. Well, this time around, they were completely in favor of Napoli. Seems nonsense. It was nonsense. I said who felt is in a risky mode can go with Genoa to win, but even the double chance on Genoa was a 2.80. Bam! Genoa to win. Bam! On the face of bookmakers.
I tell you what, we got nearly.
He loves a good bang.
Bang!
Watching Alex, 50 you're watching already. Nearly 50% thumbs up. We've got Barca Man saying hola, como estás? Barca Man. We've got Andrea saying stick the records up. But first of all, we've got to know what shirt that is, because then we fade them, Alex.
Lukaku.
Oh, it's Lukaku's shirt.
Yeah.
You have the name and number of Lukaku?
There it is. Look, Lukaku.
Romelu Bolingoli.
Okay. So now I've got to know: do we fade Lukaku or do we fade Inter? First of all, before we get that answer, let's have a quick look at the records, because this week's fixtures in Serie A, I think we're going to have firm opinions on them all. Listen, look at that bottom one, total. Plus 29.97. Alex is now coming right back to the field. He's getting himself near enough into plus territory. Tancredi had another good week by scraping a few winners at plus 9. Flash, don't like to talk about it. Even Parlay at plus 6.42. But the total at nearly 30 units. If you just play Serie A, then you should be buying a new car, new kitchen for the wife, or just build your bankroll and just keep going. Let's go.
Don't say new kitchen for the wife, because I saw you trying a vegetarian lasagna that was interesting. I wouldn't call that lasagna, but still was very.
Why would you not? See, hold on a minute. Because I had someone called Giovanni coming on my or Giacomo coming on my timeline telling me I would not call that lasagna. Okay, I had three layers of pasta. I used the creme fraiche, I used mozzarella, I used parmesan, I used English cheddar, I had all the vegetables.
Okay, already English cheddar was
Why
already,
is it not lasagna?
Already English cheddar was over the point, because lasagna needs bechamel. Oh, how it is bechamel in
Bechamel.
English?
Yeah,
bechamel. Okay,
it's
and
international.
so that is the point, the main point of lasagna. The main difference.
Everybody who ate it said
no,
it was
I'm
unbelievable.
I can't judge on the taste. It looked good.
Oh, good. That's good enough. That's good enough.
From the surface,
It needed more of bechamel on the top of that.
Yeah, but that is bechamel.
For my taste, it looked
for
good.
Your taste, you don't go near a vegetable.
But maybe it was good anyway. Maybe it was good. Sorry, guys. If we talk about lasagna, I have to talk. I'm not talking about Romanian cocktails.
Yeah, you're not talking
about Romanian cocktails. Alex speak. About lasagna, I talk. What I'm saying is that it looked good, and I can't say if it tasted good or not, because it would be unprofessional from myself. Just that the lasagna on surface is not having on that much. Usually bechamel, it's putting all together, which means that possibly it was a very good meal. I wouldn't call that lasagna. I would call that sformato. You know sformato? It's a kind of saying like pie, let's say. So maybe it was very good. Just I wouldn't call that lasagna.
When we will see a YouTube channel with Chef Tan giving us
exactly, couldn't even boil an egg.
You will see.
You will see defensive about me lasagna now. Right.
You will see Tan customer, not Tan chef. I'm not the one cooking. I'm the one eating.
You two.
So
you two look as if you eat too much and not the right things.
Look who's talking. The former player who drank out all the Premier League reserve of whiskeys. Who's talking?
Right, that's it. Let's move on. Bologna minus 125, draw plus 370, and Alex Benevento at plus 385. I wrote down straight away, it's a home win. Let's go in the chat, said Bologna before we'd even started the show.
Don't even complicate it. Don't complicate it here. It's a straight home win at 1.84. Bologna did well to come back from 2 defeats in a row. And let's not forget that those 2 defeats were against Juventus and AC Milan. Great against Parma. They could have scored at least 2-3 more goals on their own. Moussa Barrow is such an underrated player, to be honest. I think that he's Atalanta's type of player. Of course that he's under Atalanta. I don't know how. Now he's on loan. He's not on loan exactly from Atalanta. I really don't understand, because I read all this stuff. I know that he was on loan last year from Atalanta to Bologna, but maybe Tancredi can say to us more that Moussa Barrow is still on loan, or they bought him he's still on loan, right?
No. They bought him.
They bought him. They did.
Yes.
So Atalanta were stupid here, because Moussa Barrow can easily replace Zapata there in front when they will sell him. So Moussa Barrow for me is a very underrated player in my opinion.
Where did he play before he went to Atalanta, Tan?
It was just in the academy of Atalanta.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't the Barrow that played in the Premier League, I think.
No. He's Gambian. Well, first of all, he's very young, 23.
Okay, just say I wouldn't let him play my garden.
But he's Gambian, but he was raised in the academy of Atalanta. So since he was like 15, something like that.
All right, so you're not complicating it, Alex. You're going Bologna home win.
Yeah, on the other side, we have Benevento. Some time ago, they were really organized, the team. We loved doing some profit with them. But lately, everyone have their time with Benevento. So I think that at home, Bologna should get the job done at 1.84 against poor Benevento. Less poor form Benevento, let's say.
Okay, Quasi in the chat saying that he loves my work. Thank you, Quasi. You're more than welcome. And listen, remember to subscribe and remember to put your thumbs up, because we've got nearly 70 of you watching. Only 28 thumbs up. It's not really that good, is it? About 40%. Okay.
And you even had the intro on MasterChef. I mean, what you guys want more? You are having so much bonus content just tuning in. It's unbelievable.
I know, but I think we're more, in fact, when we speak about food, I think we're more qualified to talk about soccer or football. Tan, do you see Benevento scoring? Because a lot of people in the chat are thinking Bologna Alex Classic or Bologna to win and both teams to score.
Okay, bit of a background. I was very undecided and I was going for both teams to score. But there's something weird for me with Bologna because I went back to do some math. Out of 18 predictions I gave on Bologna, 10 went in and 8 were wrong. But 9 of the 10 predictions that went in were in the first 10 games. And 7 of the 8 mistakes were in the last 8 games. So I said, okay, seems like I'm losing the track about Bologna. So I was not sure about the prediction for this game. So I did something that normally I'm not doing, but it was just for this time because I was looking at the track. So I will get in confidential mode. So guys, get closer to the screen and listen. I spoke. Do you hear me? Do you hear me if I talk like this? Do you hear me? Yes. Shh, it's confidential. It's confidential. I spoke with someone from within the club and I asked, shall I be confident about Bologna to win this weekend? Because it seems to me that after winning largely at Bologna, they could be relaxed. And he said, no, they are very determined. They still have in mind the way they gave away the game against Benevento in the first leg. So, Bologna to win, absolutely. So, end of confidential report. So, basically, at first I was going with both teams to score, but then I said, well, if it is like this, Bologna to win all the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's go back a bit because they scored goals against every single side at the top of Serie A. I mean, I think it was only Juve that have gone there and given them a torturing. So, yeah, I mean, listen, I didn't put it down on my official because I was just running out of games because, I mean, Bologna to win, right? We've all decided, but sometimes you can have too many bets. So I may add that at the end.
You know where to cut the video, right, Flash? You know where to cut the video, right?
I know where to catch the video.
Media. No, to cut the video. You know where to cut the video for social media. I mean, don't give me all that stupid crap that you normally give me. Right now, you know where to cut the video, right? Okay?
Yeah, no problem.
And I have a question. Do they make the best bolognese in Bologna?
Actually, bolognese, as you know, it doesn't exist in Italy. It's a way, it's like the Alfredo sauce. It's a name that is in which way it's called abroad Italy. We just say ragu. And I would say that is one of the best, but in Rome also is great. In Naples is great. And I would say also in Bari. But Bologna they invented that, but it's quite spread. But we don't even call it bolognese. We say ragu. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. We've got Torino at plus 100, Tan.
But that's not a secret about ragu. That's everybody knows. Sorry, what did you say?
Secrets on this show.
Torino versus Genoa.
As Dominic Wall said, we just witnessed a different side of 10 Madness.
He has a lot of sides. He has a lot of
100.
sides.
Draw plus 240 and Genoa plus 350. If ever there was a game going under, I fancy this is it. I've got a firm pick on this, but I'm going to wait until the end. So, Tan, Genoa, try and split them.
Look, I'm going from both teams to score because it's true that Genoa are very solid. They just considered one against Napoli, and before that considered none in the 4 previous game. But let's put things in context. Genoa in a great shape, only 1 defeat in the last 8 games since the new manager came in. But Torino too in great shape, 3 draws in a row since the new manager went in, and most of all, 3 times out of 3 they came back. They used to concede the points when they were ahead. Now it's them that are falling back. This is telling about their attitude, their temperament, how everything has changed. And Torino need to go for winning. 1 point won't change anything for them. They need to drag back Genoa in the relegation zone. I don't know if they will be able to do it, but for this reason, I don't see over tacticality here. So that's why I'm saying both teams to score. I want to reply to a couple of people.
Why don't you do it? Why don't you do it later when we finish the show?
I'll do it later.
Thanks. Alex, Torino at home, decent opposition. Genoa, so together. I mean, they attack together, they defend together, they can squash teams out, and they frustrate teams, especially when they're on the road. I don't see Genoa getting beat here.
They are the most in shape team, in my opinion, the most organized right now in the last period of time in Serie A. It's true that in both games, as Tan mentioned, Torino came from behind, also against the Fiorentina. Let's not forget that Fiorentina had 2 red cards, Castrovilli and Milenkovic, and they played with 2 extra men for more than 20 minutes, and they scored in the 88th minute with a Belotti, let's say not a lucky goal, but they could have done more than that, in my opinion. They were without energy, even though they were with 2 extra men. And against Atalanta, that will never happen again in a lifetime. To come from
they should have won that game in the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
You probably are right, Alex. But the fact that they did it means
the fact that they did it is a huge boost of confidence. This is why you see Genoa at plus 350, 4.5 with European decimals. So I don't think that Genoa will lose this one. And as a lean, I'm going Genoa draw double chance at 1.9. I think that a draw is on the cards here. I don't think that they will lose away at Torino. But I really like the goals market, and I'm not going under like you, Flash. I'm going over 2.25 on the Asian handicap at 1.85 because Torino, as Stan mentioned, it's a must win for them. Every match from now on is a must win for them. They are just 1 point above the danger zone there. Till yesterday, they were in the red zone. Till last round. So they need to win matches. They just have 2 wins in 21. This is why I say that Genoa draw double chance is a great value in my opinion. But the over 2.25, that means that in case of 2 goals, you just lose half your stake. In case of 3 goals, you win the full stake.
Yeah, I like 1-1. I've actually gone for the draw. I can't split these 2 sides. One team's desperado, one team's so organised. I've actually gone official, and I've gone for the draw. Now, let's move on to the game that Napoli lost 3-0 earlier on in the season. It's Napoli at plus 250, Alex, draw plus 250, and Juve a massive plus 110. Is it Juve or no bet?
This should be the reverse match. It is the reverse match because the first match I think that they will play it in May or June.
Oh yeah, it's the end of the season.
At the end of the season. So I think that this is a perfect opportunity for Juventus to close the gap on the top spots there. Napoli are dreadful right now. Their internal issues are big with Gattuso and the officials of Napoli. On the other side, we have Juventus in full shape, without impressing, but clinical when they have the opportunities of scoring. They are missing Koulibaly, quarantined, Napoli, which is a huge blow for them. Gulam also, Manolas, which I think that is another a very important piece of that Napoli's defense, and also Mertens. Osimhen, without impressing lately, of course that he needs time to recover after that long-term injury, but time is pressing them, you know. They don't have time at their disposal, and most of all, Gattuso doesn't have time at his disposal. So I think that for me it's a no-brainer. Juventus at 2.1. I think that is the only way to go right now. Juventus are on fire. They qualified in the final of the
Coppa
Cup.
Italia.
Coppa Italia. Sorry. And they are coming after 3 wins in a row in Serie A without conceding goals. So I think that the 2.1 is a great value for Juventus.
Sam, what about goals? And I tell you what, Barca, you often pick my brains. Could this be a frustrating, fiery encounter? So we may see cards.
We may. It's on the edge because the referee will be a lot under pressure, and so there has been as the season is going by, the pressure of referee is mounting more, so they are being particularly careful to impact as less as possible, and especially in these games where there has always been huge referee arguments. So I wouldn't touch that market, and then possibly I would not even touch the market of goals. Game of the week: Napoli are so fragile in their confidence. This is no doubt the worst moment in the season for Napoli, and it is no doubt the best moment of the season for Juventus. The first leg that they didn't play, and it will be played in May. Basically, back in September, everybody believed that Napoli would not come out defeated from Turin. Now nobody would believe Napoli to win in Turin. The pressure on Gattuso is mounting unbearably, I would say. For many weeks, they've been...
He might get sacked if they lose this one?
He might. For many weeks, he was battered on nothing because he had many injuries. Anyways, he was achieving, and they were battering him on nothing. And it looks like those, how do you say in English, self-revelatory prophecies?
Self-fulfilling prophecy, yeah.
Exactly. So they just called from the Naples environment so much for, the team will go bad, that in the end the team went bad. Yesterday, the semi-final, they lost to Atalanta. It was dreadful. Worst game in the season for Napoli, and especially it was the return leg of a semi-final. So you can be defeated by Atalanta, but not in that way. They were helpless. They were armless. They look like they had no confidence. And now they go against the team with the most confidence at the moment. Juventus just want to stab and kill definitely Napoli from any race. As Alex was mentioning, does Gattuso risk? Yes. The thing that maybe might save him is that already 4 days later, there is the Europa League tie against Granada, which differently from Champions League is happening within 1 week. There is not a lapse of 2 weeks between the two legs. So it's all in 7 days. And they don't have already a ready alternative option. The two most likely options are Benitez, who would prefer to take the team at the end of the season, and Mazzarri, who might come in between the season, but is asking a 3 years contract, and Napoli is not keen to give it. But in this situation, when you are facing Juventus with all these issues, with Manolas and Koulibaly missing, with Osimhen still not clicking, no Mertens, seemed to me that is the perfect context for Juventus to be Juventus.
Also,
so at plus 110, Juventus to win.
Also, everybody after that match where they won the 3 points, after that they said that it will be played, was saying, oh my God, but Napoli that time would have killed Juventus. So Juventus heard this every day, would have killed us. They would have killed us. Okay, let's see now who is killing who, you know.
This is what I'm saying. Both of you keep coming up with the same argument of this is going to be a really strong, contested game. Now, obviously, there's going to be injuries. They're going to be weakened, but they're the home side. They're such a proud football club that they've got to come out to try. I think the Alex Classic at plus 120 and not care who wins. And there's, listen, at plus 290, you can have Juve to win and both teams to score.
Yeah, like on the chat, Andreas.
That's what I'm saying.
You know why? You know why I'm not sure with the goals market? Because Napoli are struggling so much to find the net, and Juventus defense. If Juventus sit back, not just wait, just sit back, pressing and counter-attacking.
But Napoli might as well lose 4-0. They've got to go and have a go, haven't they? Gattuso, you know what he's like. He's not lying down for no one. He's going to go. If they're going to lose, they're going to lose heavy, right? If it's 1-0, then they're going to... I think the Alex Classic at plus 120, and maybe we expect Juve to win the game. I think there's goals in this because I just cannot see one of the sides being conservative. Move on. Spezia, dangerous. Plus 580, Alex. Draw, plus 360. And Milan at minus 185. Dangerous. If ever there's Town Madness around the corner, it could be in this game.
No, I don't think that there is any danger in this one. Just for you to know, AC Milan have the best away record in the league right now with 9 wins and a draw in 10 games. And they conceded just 8 goals in the process. I think that Milan loves the Spezia kind of approach, you know. I think that this is the perfect match, perfect fit for their game, and I think that they can easily score 2-3 on their own. With Ibrahimovic fit, with Rebic fit, with Çalhanoğlu fit, everyone is fit. I think that this is the first time this season that AC Milan can basically put their best starting 11 on the pitch, you know. Spezia on the other side are very, very not consistent at all. They have that striker in Zola, but he cannot solve this type of match on his own. This is AC Milan are not a bottom half club. They are the leaders. They are playing to secure that advantage or even make the gap bigger between them and Inter there. And because Inter, let's not forget that they have with Lazio right now, right? So you don't know what will happen in that match. So I think that this is the perfect opportunity for Milan to go and win it. And AC Milan and over 1.5 goals at 1.73. And I think that even minus 1.5 for Milan is on the cards.
But what about Milan? Listen, Spezia score nearly every single game, Tan. So what about Milan to win? We think Milan win. Is this a 3-1 type of game? Is it a 3-2, 4-2 type of game? Because Spezia, we say it every week, we've got like a stuck record. They just keep going forward.
Milan and both teams to score. Spezia, anyway, are never lowering their level of football. They are having some heavy absences, but Milan are just too determined. They had those couple of weeks of uncertainty where they just couldn't keep with the, I would say, with the double fixtures, where the second fixture, actually, the second competition is very important. So not like an Europa League minor game of group stage where you can play the full B squad, you know. So they had a couple of uncertainties for a couple of weeks. Now no more. Against Crotone, they were so clinical. They will win, but Spezia are never lowering their level of football. So if you go with Milan to win and both teams to score, I think you go safe. Let me reply to a couple of people. Okay, so first of all, 6side100 is asking, wow, did anybody see the clubbing pictures from Tancredi clubbing times? It's a secret on Instagram. It's a secret on Instagram. It was from Erasmus time. Everybody that wants to go and see the beginning of Gomorrah series can go there and watch it. Second thing, doesn't have nothing to do, but he's asking, Shari PSN is saying today Bayern to lose, basically in Club World Cup. No, I don't think so. Will be very level, though. Tigres are good. Thomas Müller is coronavirus positive. But Bayern will be very determined in the first half, so I don't think that will happen. And also, there is a question that is very good for Alex, and I would like to give this question to Alex. Alex, de unde transmiti?
De unde transmit? From Romania, I am from Baia Mare.
No, you have to answer in Romanian if I say de unde transmiti.
Well, there's 126 of you watching. 42 of you have put the thumbs up. That's bang on 33%. So listen, sort yourselves out. Where's the problem? Are you just enjoying the show too much that you forget to press the thumbs up? Because YouTube, they look at it and go, yeah, they were there, they were watching, but they were like cardboard cutouts. We're like playing with no fans because they won't show their appreciation. We don't know if you're really there. They could be.
This is a great comparison.
Thank
Not
you.
having the thumbs up is like playing with no fans.
Thank you. I've been up all night thinking of that one.
Flash, were you the same intense when you were eating a girls, like saying, okay, so if you like me, why we don't go out today together? What's your problem? Why do we just not go out for dinner? Were you the same clinical?
I'll tell you how clinical I was. I've been out on a few dates and I said that I'll meet you at 7 and at 5 past they're not there. At 6 minutes past, I wasn't neither. That's how clinical. I don't do late.
Mamma mia.
Tan, this is directed only at you. You can take it personally. I don't do late. Okay.
I don't do it personally.
You don't do on time. Okay.
No.
Either 3 hours early or 5 minutes late. Right, kick off. Because I tell you what, this is one of the games I couldn't get my head around because I cannot trust the home side. And if the away side can just sense a little bit of that, then they are going to get great value. It's Roma, minus 130. 6 weeks ago, that would be minus 210. Draw, plus 290. And Udinese at plus 425. Tan. The away side, it's not Tan madness because they are way overpriced.
I actually believe in Roma. At minus
Wow.
30, it's get these odds before it gets too bad because it was very good yesterday. It was at 1.75. But Roma played a very decent game against Juventus, just that Juventus in defense. In my opinion, when Juventus have to think only about defending and counter-attacking, they are one of the two best teams in the world to do so. Them and Real Madrid. If the game is about
Juventus, you said. Okay.
Yeah. Juventus. If the game would be only defend and counter attack, Juventus and Real Madrid would be the two best teams in the world. They really know the task and how to do it. When it is about creating, penetrating, building up, then it's more difficult. But Roma did a very decent game. They were a bit naive. Now, Dzeko came in only the last half hour, but now it was 1 week more for glue back the relationship with Dzeko and everything. He might start, maybe not. But anyway, he will have more time also because then Roma will have the Europa League game. Roma are playing good.
Who backed up Fonseca or Dzeko? Do you have any insights on that?
Well, basically, Dzeko already had backed up. Dzeko already said, please, blah, blah, blah. And Fonseca was tough.
So it's not like Papu Gomez and...
No. Because Dzeko basically, when the option to go to Inter went out, Dzeko said, okay, please, can I be back? Blah, blah, blah. Fonseca was tough, but then the club, when the transfer window was done, said, this is it. We have it here. We can't sell him at the moment. So maybe we'll see in summer, but now for the good of the club, you now play him. So they have put their feet down. You know, Fonseca is not with the same in the same position of Gasperini. Fonseca is under the club. Gasperini basically made the late luck of Atalanta. Anyway, Udinese, I think, got as much as they could, really. They won against Verona without De Paul in the previous week, and I think they might not be that hungry in this game. But most of all, Roma, they are angry. Pellegrini is also back, and the odds are good.
I don't see them getting beat, to be fair, the away side. I mean, all the values there, double chance, Udinese. I just plus 425 against a side you cannot trust, Alex.
This is the thing. I don't know. I'm scared to bet against Udinese, to be honest, in this match. Against the Roma side that, yes, they are the better side. They are scoring goals. They were a little bit unlucky not to find the back of the net against Juventus. Probably they will win this, but I don't think that they will do it at more than 1 goal difference. And I love this, both teams to score at 1.75. I think that Udinese will find the back of the net. I think that they have the weapons to do it, and Roma conceding almost every match, So I really think that Udinese will go to score. Probably if you're thinking Roma to win this match, you can put a very small stake on Roma to win and both teams to score there. Probably is at 4.0, somewhere in that
A lot
area.
of people won't complicate this and just see that Roma at minus 130. But this is like a massive trap because you've got Roma minus 130 that would have been easily minus 210 less than 6 or 7 weeks ago. They are flaky as hell across the back four. They're not stopping anyone. And you know that Udinese have them third man runs. They stretch teams. And if they get themselves in front, then Roma, I see Roma really going for it, leaving the back door open again.
The thing with Roma is that they have players capable to open the gaps in the defense of the opponent. They are very capable to take out defenders one-on-one. So this is their skill. So one person can solve you the match in Roma. They have 3-4 people, capable of doing that. So I agree from one point of view with going with Roma at 1.73 right now. But I think that also both teams to score at 1.75 is on the cards here.
I think I'll be very, very shocked if we come to the official picks and this game's in it, because all three results are the values definitely.
I have it.
You have?
Yeah.
There's a shock. Let's move on then. Alex, Cagliari plus 650, draw plus 400, and Atalanta at minus 215. Now, I don't mind telling you, Atalanta let me down in my 14 parlay last week at plus 418. And after being 3-0 up, I actually live said, whee, second leg's in. Lucky to get away with a 3-3 draw, Alex.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. I just heard Freddie chuckling in the background. And I'm wondering if he's watching something else or he's got some cartoons on. I hope he's not chuckling at the fact that Atalanta were 3-0 up and they let me down on my parlay. I can't believe I just heard him chuckle. Go on, Alex.
But I don't know how many football matches did Freddie see on his life. Probably he's watching MLB or something else,
Wow. He had his Atalanta voodoo doll out. You weren't wearing that.
Yeah, everybody was shocked last week when Atalanta went 3-0 up and they were about to lose that game. Against whom? Against Torino. No one else, But to be honest, Torino deserved to win that game. The 3-3 was a great comeback from Torino, but in the last minutes of the game, Torino even deserved to win the game. Atalanta, huge ups and downs this season. I think that they entered this match full of confidence after beating Napoli in Coppa Italia and qualifying in the finals, Next week, they don't have the match with Real Madrid. It's in 2 weeks from now. So I think that they are now prepared to finally get a win after 2 winless matches in Serie A. And Cagliari, we also said it last week that they improved. They are improving. But the results keep on missing, The results, okay, they got that 1-1 against Sassuolo. But Sassuolo side that were beaten by Spezia last weekend, I don't know what is happening there at Cagliari. All I can say to you is that they will be desperate to win this game. And they will leave a lot of gaps. And how clinical Atalanta are on the break. Atalanta can score at least 3 goals on their own. I don't think that Cagliari right now, with the struggles that they have to find the back of the net, will score 2 goals. So I think that I'm thinking like that. Atalanta are capable to score free, to catch them on the break. They have an absolutely huge attacking firepower, and Cagliari cannot find the back of the net so easily, and they are struggling. So I'm thinking Atalanta to win all the way, in a parlay.
Yeah, I'm glad you added the inner parlay in there. The problem I had last week was that they go 3-0 up, Tan, and people say, oh, Atlanta's defence is rubbish. It says, I'm not so sure it's the defence, I'm sure the midfield, they just all want to score. They all get beyond the ball. The manager has got to take a massive, massive responsibility. And he's got to say, why doesn't he just say, listen, 3-0, sit in and just break up the game. Let's just cruise through. Because the ball goes down the right. I see the left winger coming in at the back post. I see the two midfielders beyond the ball on the edge of the box. And then there's a 40-yard gap between them and their defenders. It breaks down. The other team are at you. And that's exactly what Torino did. Mm-hmm. So I think the discipline within the side and the communication is just needs tweaking a bit, Tan.
You should do more of the tactics analysis.
Well, I did it last. I went right into the Leverkusen and Stuttgart game, so that came up okay.
Look, in my opinion, it's not my tip, but ears open for who is in risky mood. In my opinion, the odds on this game are wrong. In my opinion, the double is not my tip. But if you are in a risky mood, in my opinion, the home double chance for Cagliari here, it makes a lot of sense. We systematically saw Atalanta struggling to last 90 minutes when they have the double fixtures. Systematically, it has happened with Champions League and with Coppa Italia when it was a difficult fixture in Coppa Italia. Systematically, when they came back from that game, they didn't win the following game. And the one against Napoli, they played a very high level. They played 9 out of the starting 11. And Cagliari are coming from 8 games in a row without winning. Imagine how tough they will enter into this game. That doesn't mean that they will win. But imagine how much they will fight. Atalanta, it's more careless, but is not in a fighting. You know what? I'm switching my tip. My previous tip was both teams to score, which I still think it will happen. If I can, I would say, and I know I said already top 5 tips. I know I can make 6, but I would do if it does exist.
You can make 10 if you want.
No, I'll put this. If you can add this to the top 5, Flash, a combo, and I think there is a bit of the madness coming up here. I feel it. Let's take it. Someone was asking Sapiosexual, which is former Sume. Later I will ask.
Right before our very eyes.
What, sorry?
Your Tan Madness is coming up right before. No, you weren't even expecting this Tan Madness.
Yes, indeed. I feel it a bit is coming. So if it is possible, the combo, the double chance, double chance for Cagliari plus both teams to score. Just look at the home double chance, how big it is. If it is possible, the combo should be at least 4.0.
Yeah, someone in the chat can do that because I'm going to speak to Alex about the next few games. So if you can do that for me, it's Cagliari, double chance and both teams to score. So we're looking at maybe a 1-1, 2-2, even if Cagliari get a winner.
That's for you, Sapiosexual. That's for you.
Okay, Tan Madness. Move on. Sampdoria, plus 190. Thought that this was absolutely massive, to be honest, though, Tan. Draw plus 240. Fiorentina at plus 150. I went into this game, thought, both teams score. I think Alex, that's it. I think, hang on. Sampdoria leave the back door open. Fiorentina got no pace. I came down on the draw at plus 240, Tan.
That could be the kind of option. I'm not even sure if the both teams scoring. I would go with under 2.5 goals.
1.9, yes.
Which is what usually is happening with Fiorentina. Rampage is right. I have echoing effect. I don't know why. Sampdoria are in a very good run, but when they find a team that is closing behind, they struggle, like it happened against Benevento, where they deserved more, but it finished 1-1. So I would say I would go more with under 2.5 goals. May I go one thing as to the chat? Okay, Denada, Sapiosexual, is saying gracias, Stan. I want to ask to Sapiosexual, former Sume, she said, I had to change the name because of too much gender bender. Tell us, Sapiosexual.
Well, who? Where is Sumi now?
Yeah, because Sapiosexual is saying Sumi what used to be Sapiosexual.
So what is Sumi now then?
Sapiosexual. So I'm asking her.
What sort of names are these? Just stay with your names, Sue.
No, I want to ask her. Someone.
It wasn't her. That's why he changed Sue, because he didn't realise that Sue was a girl's name, surely.
I think she's a girl. She's saying she's a girl.
She is not.
Oh, she is.
Okay. I have no idea what
Anyway, listen, I need this price. I need the price on calorie, double chance, and both teams to score. Can someone sort that out, please? Harry, Rampage, you stop being busy with your fingers and find me that price, please. Alex, Sampdoria, Fiorentina, can you split them?
You cannot split them. I think that the value is on Sampdoria, but I think that the draw is on the cards, like you said, and I love the under 2.5 at 1.9. Huge problems at Fiorentina right now. Their lack of performance is absolutely incredible. This is why I'm saying that Sampdoria might get something out of this, but absolutely the draw and the under are on the cards, both.
Yeah, see, I'm so close to going draw plus 250, but also do draw no bet Sampdoria at plus 190. And if Sampdoria do win, I still win 0.9 of a unit. So, I mean, and if it's a draw, I win. It's almost like an insurance, you know. Anyway, I've gone for the draw. Let's move on because this is a
sorry for my laughing, but 6 side 100. Talking about Armeden said, I could feel it through my veins, through the screen. And that made me laugh a lot. So
okay, Rampage.
I wasn't laughing about Alex. I wasn't laughing about Alex.
Rampage says which price? What do you want me to say?
Cagliari double chance. And both
teams to score. I mean, I've said it 5 times. Crotone plus 285. Alex, draw plus 280. And Sassuolo at plus 100. Which Sassuolo turns up, because if they don't turn up, then Crotone at plus 285. There's no draw on the cards here. Go pick up the 285.
Everybody turns up against Crotone, and that is the only problem with the Crotone. You know, that I think that this is a no-brainer. Over 2.5 goals, don't complicate it at 1.7. I think that also Crotone will find the back of the net. Also Sassuolo will turn up, and even Sassuolo win will not surprise me at even money.
Wow. You've got some faith in these boys, because I tell you what, they have been bang average and let so many people down in the last 5 or 6 weeks, Tan.
Yeah, but how long that must last? I mean, seriously,
yeah, exactly.
How long that must last? That's the perfect chance. And there is one detail. The almost every, if not every, or each game or each but one of these winless streak came since Berardi got injured. And Berardi got back in the last 20 minutes of the last game. So now he had 1 week to work on, and he might start. I think this will change, added up with the motivation of Sassuolo, added up with how Crotone leaves spaces behind, added up with plus 100, which is very good price. So Sassuolo to win.
Okay. Inter, minus 135. We'll come to you second here, Alex, because you've got the shirt on. So
I like Flash when you're just commenting some tips like, okay, seems like I'm divorcing from you and I'm saying, and I'm taking you the house and the kids, and you're saying,
yeah, okay, exactly. And I might leave you the cleaning lady. Inter, minus 135, draw plus 300. but Lazio a massive plus 375. Again, I see both teams scoring. I see the Alex Classic, but I also see the points shared, Tan.
Very level. 6 wins in a row for Lazio, who are playing solid. Same as Atalanta, they couldn't cope with a double fixture. And they know that in 10 days they will start against Bayern Munich, which is hopeless on cards, but they will play their chances because they have nothing to lose. But this game is pretty meaningful for them. First of all, the late history against Inter, twice it was Inter who kicked them out from the Champions League spot. Then last year, they lost in Milan against Inter, having Immobile, I don't remember if he was injured or suspended, but all in all, that defeat that they felt like was not deserved for the kind of performance they gave, in the end was decisive for them winning or not winning the league. So I think they feel particularly this game because they feel like if we win this, we might, I don't think so, but they think we might still have something to say in the title race. Inter, in my opinion, are playing good. On the approach, on the performance, on the attitude, you can't ask more. They played 3 times in 3 weeks with Juventus, and in each single time, they dictated the game. Once they did it very efficiently. The second time were efficient, but they did 2 defensive mistakes. But it was only those 2 mistakes. In the return leg against Juventus, they weren't clinical up front. They weren't efficient up front. But the tactical preparation was perfect. And seeing Inter doing good for 3 times in a row against Juventus, it's already a little achievement for Inter. Well, I didn't see that in the last 10 years, 11 years since Mourinho's time. So even if Inter played with their best 11 against Juventus, they stay focused. But the final outcome here is very, very undecided. So I don't feel like I want to risk with the final outcome. I just say both teams to score because 1 point is not changing anything to Lazio, while Inter must win. If Inter draw, they probably let go Milan.
Why are you not adding over 2.5 and make it the Alex?
I'm not sure.
1.9.
No, I'm not sure. It could happen the 1-1.
Alex, do we see most goals second half?
This is what the value is on the second half, and I think that both teams to score in the second half at 3.1. It looks like a great set of odds. Plus, I'm also adding on that. Of course, it's not official. Over 1 goal on the Asian handicap in the first half. I think that this match will be very thrilling, very exciting from the first whistle of the game. I think that both teams will try to secure the lead and after that to go and defend. So I think that more than 1 goal at least in the first half we will see. So this is why I'm saying that you go with both bets. Over 1 goal on the Asian handicap in the first half at 1.72. Both teams to score in the second half at 3.1. I think that that is
whereabouts in the. Sorry, this is quite an important message. This Mashari, whereabouts in the world are you? Because hopefully we can get you some help very, very quickly. Because he's going for Lazio clean sheet. No, what is going on, Mashari? Please, I mean, if it's possible, can people put an arm around him in the chat? Remember, if you like this video, then please subscribe and put an arm around Mashari very quickly. Lazio.
Yeah. I was actually paying even attention to what he was saying.
Yeah, exactly. So what helped you?
Yeah, because I've got your attention. Did you not hear my tone? My tone was like, this is deadly important. Please.
By the way, encrypted message for Tai Nidong that possibly is watching us.
Our friend, yes.
Yes, PJ.
If
you heard any bell ringing in the background a few seconds ago, Tai, PJ, the parcel has just arrived.
Has it?
The parcel.
Tell you what, he won't be sending no parcels to me anymore. He got hurt with that, even though he's got a heart the size of America. Sapio, I can't be getting. I agree. 2-2 is definitely on the cards here. You could go both teams to score and over 3.5 as well if you fancy the Alex Classic and just put a little bit more meat on the bone. Let's go to the last game. It's Verona plus 100, plus 250 the draw, and Parma at plus 300. Alex, just run through this quickly, and then you, Tan, because I want to get on to the picks.
I don't want to say anything about this match. Pass it on.
Okay, thank you. Tan.
Wow, it's in my top 5 picks. Verona to win. Yes, Verona to win at plus 100. It was just, it's very strange the way they lost the last 2 games. It wasn't the real Verona. He did an experiment, Juric, in the last game, because as they signed Lasagna from Udinese, for the first time, he played with 2 proper center forward. And after he took off the Lasagna from the pitch, after 40 minutes, because he had Lasagna and Kalinic, and he said, this test I did, it won't happen again. So he will play only with 1 center forward, and he will be very motivated because he lost badly to Verona, and Parma at the moment still can't click. I was waiting for Alex Mann, this young Romanian guy, number 10. He was supposed to start. Time. Yeah. I know. He was supposed to start in the first game. He didn't. He came up from the bench. He had a couple of nice.
Tan, I'm just hearing that your calorie does not qualify for Tan Madness because it's plus 260 in a place. The best you're going to get is plus 280, and you said that Tan Madness is only plus 300.
Yes.
So it's been a bit of a false alarm. You've almost shot your bolt.
So you want to play it or not?
No, I played because it's nice. I played because, as Borat would say, it's nice. So I played.
Yes, you sound very much like Borat.
I like it.
At 3 points.
Okay, Verona, Parma. I've gone Alex Classic. I think the Parma score. I think that one of them might get a winner, and it's at plus money. Let's have a little look, please, Freddie, at the official picks. And there might be a couple that are going to be added along the way. Bologna, minus 120, don't complicate it. Torino, over 2.25 goals in the game at minus 120. Juve at 2.1, which is plus 110. Don't know how that 2.1 got in there. AC Milan and over 1.5 at minus 133. Crotone, over 2.5 goals in the game at minus 135. Just looking in the chat. Okay. Juve, plus 110. Inter, both teams to score, minus 160. Roma, minus 135. Milan and both teams to score, plus 200. Verona, don't complicate it, plus 100. And also on their calorie double chance and both teams to score at plus 270. There's a 260 and there's a 280 available. So we'll go with the medium. It's plus 270. Now mine, Torino, draw, plus 240. Sampdoria, draw, plus 240. Ooh. Verona, Alex Classic, plus 150. And Inter, draw at plus 300.
Look what...
As I say to you normally, when I see tight games in Italy, I'm happy to go with the draw. Remember, I did the 4 before, and I got 3 of them correct. I only need 1 of them, really, to be right. And then I've got a free ride on the other 3. 2-team parlay, please, gentlemen.
Open it, Stan. AC Milan for me, Flash.
For the next show in 2 hours.
We've got no time.
DJ, the parcel has just arrived. The parcel has just arrived.
AC Milan for me, Flash.
You will see. The
Milan win.
And I say, give me 1 second. I say Roma to win.
Okay.
You don't believe that? I saw from your expression. You don't believe that. I say Roma to win.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Have you got Roma to win in your 5, haven't you?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I just thought there was better low-hanging fruit. I thought Inter and Lazio, Alex Classic might have been a better one, but okay, you can go with Roma. Listen, it's one of those. Do what you like.
Our parlay is going good lately.
You should know. It has been going good, but we haven't had Roma in it. Okay, listen, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell. Ring the bell means I'll notify you. You'll never miss any content again. So if you have subscribed, you'll know that in just under 2 hours' time, we will be doing Bundesliga. and we had a pretty decent week, plenty good value. I lost a few units, God knows how. Also, press a link in the description. That will take you over to the articles wrote by either Tan or Alex or Martin. But every single sport that we cover on SBR is accompanied by an article over there with parlays and meat on the bone. Everyone in the chat, please press your thumbs up on the way out. 73 thumbs up, 146. That's bang on 50%. See you soon. Take care.
Ciao.